Hey everybody, this is Carlos Diaz from Forex Side Effects. Welcome to another forecast video, April 19th, 2015. Let's get right into the forecast review. As an announcement, just stay tuned for at the end of this forecast, as we have an incredible message for you about so many emails we got and requests about opening their inner circle. So I got great information, and I want to share a couple things with you if you're interested in that. So forecast, we were looking for a buy setup on the British pound, euro dollar, Australian dollar, sell setup on the Japanese yen, buy setup on the euro yen, and buy setup on the pound yen. Let's see how that went. Starting with the pound yen, here's a pivot step. That's a break backed up by the moving average. First target, missed the second, nailed the trend, nailed the target. Amazing results, right? Over 81 points total profit in terms of potential. The first target provided 42 points, and this was an amazing ride. We go to the 4-hour chart, and now I see that the market is exhausting, overbought conditions, so we're going to take a breather right now. So we're going to be standing out for a while. Euro yen, same thing. We were looking for a buy setup. Now this was a little bit more tricky on the 30-minute chart. This is the pivot step that I had. Got into the zone, being by the target, by the tick, and the target was hit. You can see how amazingly we nailed the zone and the target. Now this one provided obviously about 36 out of 44 point of profit, not once but a couple of times, nailing the trend and the target as well. It was a little bit more difficult, but nevertheless it was perfect in terms of execution. We nailed the trend, the 10 minimum pip per day, and the results was pretty much okay. We go to the 4-hour chart. This is continuing an upward movement. The only reason that I might not feel comfortable going with it is because the market is hesitating to continue on in terms of the relation of the retest and failure of the same highs right there. So what I'm going to do, since we're coming up at weekends, I'm going to be standing outside and wait patiently if they break new highs. If they do, we do, the way that I see it on bigger time frame, we do have an incredible continuation for higher profits. It's just a matter of waiting. You already witnessed by now that by waiting precisely and patiently, when the opportunities and the probabilities of the pairs are aligned on our favor, is when we actually make more profits. And to make a point across, we can just go here and show you that we were looking for a sell setup on the Japanese yen, and we sustain ourselves into the exact same trade setup. Remember that I extended the zone, nothing changes, same targets pretty much with the zone. Same zone as well. If we go to the 30-minute, this looks a little bit more different. Some of you actually took this trade. I left it in the 1-hour chart because some of you actually did it. That was the entry. That was the target, means the second one. But on the second run, on a higher level or higher ground, we had this as a potential pivot step entry in that area. All right, so in 1 hour, this is how it looks. And if we zoom in, we pretty much had an entry right at the opening of the next bar right there. So that one worked out pretty well for about 26 points out of a total of 38. And immediately the report came out. And take a look how in the report we came from the target. This is something that it's being calculated before. Take a look how the level of 1868, once again, check the video below, because this is the way that you're going to be instructed of understanding how powerful those levels are. Take a look how they bounce from the target and stop right at the track at the synergy zone. Isn't it amazing or what? Take a look how the zone held perfectly and came back down. Some of you took this rejection of the high on the downside on a 5-minute chart. And I'm going to go with that because this is a question that I had. And you guys said if the rejection came on and you were able to do kind of a pivot step rejection of it, if that would have been valid. Guys, I'm telling you over and over again, it's up to you. I like to stick with my rules, but if you think about it, if you go here to the 1-hour chart, take a look. The moving average never separated towards the upper side. Now here you are on the 5-minute chart. Let me see if I can just squeeze this in. On the 5-minute chart, sorry, the 5-minute would be this one. That would be the rejection. Moving average on the 1-hour chart is validating it. You can pretty much take that sell setup, no questions about it, and you were able to capitalize heavily on this trade all the way to 26. And and that was on the second part of this trade. All right, the first one, that it was this one. All right, so the same question that I have is this pivot step right there. Same thing will apply, guys. It has no issues about it. I don't like trading on the small time frames, but this is definitely something once you have the knowledge, and I'm talking about those trading the synergy zone. So I'm taking the opportunity to explain to you. Yes, you can do so as long as you stick with the rules of engagement, is that at least on the 30-minute, the moving average should be crossed towards the downside. In this case, that didn't happen, but if you go to the 1 hour chart, it was well separated, still pointing towards the downside. So it's a little bit more aggressive, but you ended up making some profits out of it. So congratulations on that. On the other hand, this is the actual trade setup that I did on this break. And I took the target, obviously a little higher than that. So I actually took about 10 points or so because I average out. All right, so that provided a total of 27 points and the target was hit. So that was a great trade setup. And we nailed the trend, which is an important thing, reach the target. And that's what we were aiming for because the zone held perfectly. And we knew by applying the knowledge of the synergy zone and the target that it's just about give it a little bit of time. All of this is being taught inside when you become a student of the inner circle, and this is the reason all of you guys are asking these questions. I'm taking the opportunity, because I don't have quite much time, so to teach you and show you members out there that this is powerful stuff for you when you get the opportunity to learn it. What we should do right now, pretty simple. We go to the 4 hour chart, and I see a lot of rejection going on. You see this support, support, support. It looks like it's happening the exact same way. They're touching again, meaning the momentum is dying out. Coming off the weekends, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to be standing outside. Australian dollar, once again, another trade setup. We were looking for a buy setup, and this was an incredible setup as well. Although the pullback didn't reach the zone. Here's a pivot step. That's the entry, pretty much a little earlier than the 8 o'clock. But once again, we talked about this on previous videos. This is the Sydney area time frame. So basically, when the Sydney opens, pretty much you can start using that data to trade the Australian dollar with no problem whatsoever. Either way, by 8 o'clock, this would be the opportunity. If I go to the 30-minute chart, there you see. Let me see if I can zoom in for the benefit of everybody. But 8 o'clock, this is the pivot step that it was left behind. There you go. And then that will be the entry and the target. Although we did not reach it, the market provided about 30 points. Pretty nice. If you're looking for 10 to 20, this was the opportunity. For those of you who use the early version, that's the entry point right there. This is close enough to the zone. I will use this as an initial stop loss, and I already noticed that's 84 points, so I just went ahead and went for only 2 mini lots. All right, so my risk tolerance says that I only need to go with 2 mini lots. Nevertheless, the market just provided about 52 points. I personally did not took all that because by the time I thought that they were going for the target, that they missed it, so I really got out with only 21 points on the pullback in this area right there. Nevertheless, nailed the trend. Not the target, but we nailed the minimum 10 to 15, 20 pips in one direction. So awesome trade, well established. Now I notice how the market is just hesitating and continue on an upward movement. So we need to go to the 4 hour charts, check out what's going on. And overbought conditions still separated towards the upper side, but a little bit awkward in terms of price action activity. We notice kind of a head and shoulder forming on the top formation right there. I don't feel quite comfortable with this. Moving average on 4 hours is still separated to the upside, so it looks like the bullish momentum is still in here, but I'd rather wait until they come from the they actually come from the weekend and see what's going on. That's the only concern that I have. Let's see, buy setup on the euro dollar. Pretty much the exact same pattern as we see it here. Let me go to the 1 hour chart. All right, guys. So the 8 o'clock bar, the 8 o'clock bar right here on the 1 hour chart indicating kind of the market coming down. So if you go to the 30-minute chart, you will see a little bit more clear that the path of the pivot step was there. That's the entry. Target was hit. Nailed the trend. Nailed the target by the take. A total of 53 3 points to the target 44. That was perfect execution right there using pivot step, backed up by the moving average, although the zone was not reached, unfortunately. But by the way, that's the reason we use the pivot step. You see, that's kind of our backup plan trigger system. And the market just is failing to continue on an upward movement, and it's pretty much kind of a sideways situation. We go to the 4-hour chart. We see that the market is still separated towards the upper side, but I see momentum dying out. I notice here how they're hesitating to continue an upward movement when there was support before and support before. I'm going to give it a shot by just standing outside and see if they break that support. If they do, most likely they'll try to go for the high, and that's going to be our opportunity for the long run. Standing out so far on all the pairs. And last but not least, we had a great opportunity to go long on the British pound, and this is a pivot step that most of you used. Okay, coming the 8 o'clock bar, you see that this is a 9 o'clock. This is the exact same pattern that happens on the euro dollar. Let me set it up for you. That's the top of the there you go. These are 2 pivots, but I personally went ahead, I'm sorry, it was just like so. That's the second pivot, entry point, target reached, nailed the trend, nailed the target as predicted of a total of about 82 points. And the market just plain and simple gave us a great opportunity to participate and profit from it. So guys, what we've done this last week, it's just amazing. The market's been halting for quite a while. We waited, we set aside, we protected our capital. We knew we had to do that. Now take a look how we, in the last couple of days, most likely we've been participating on most of the pairs, and we've seen profits on most of it. Why? Just because we learn how to filter out when the market is just plain and simple not in our favor, and most importantly, we learn how to participate and position ourselves only when the probabilities of favor are on our side. This is what you need to learn. This is the only opportunity for you to understand that the trick of the trades are twofolds: understanding when to stay out and understanding in which pair to participate in based on a specific, very consistent methodology. All right, so that's it for the forecast today. We're going to be standing aside on all the pairs. Now, for those of you looking for the inner circle, we had so many requests since the last time about the inner circle. I mentioned, and I did, my time is getting limited. My business is growing on the sides of fund management and consulting, that it's getting more difficult for me to bring out time and teach my methodology. It looks like in the future we're pretty much eventually going to hold that into the position. But there were so many requests about members, followers, and people plain and simple asking us, please, if you give us another opportunity or another shot. We're able to establish a schedule where I can run another class, which is awesome. There's a couple of dozen people just waiting for it, and this is it. Here's the opportunity. There's a link of information below. Now, this is one thing for sure. This is not, and I repeat, this is not if you're limited on funds in terms of trading and investing in yourself. This is not if you're looking for a quick get-rich-quick scheme. This is not for you. You need to put all your efforts and time in learning. All right. I teach you a methodology that it's self-adapting with the market. This is not a things that you learn and it's not going to be useful because some other quick shiny opportunity or shiny object comes in hand. This is not that kind of thing. If you're into buying all this crap over and over and over and not giving a chance to yourself to excel in your trading career, this is not for you. If you're serious about trading, if you're looking to make a career, even manage funds into the future, this is your type of material. It is a methodology. It's kind of a mini college or university in terms of information, of the wealth of information. Now, I just want to very clear, in order to participate in this round on my inner circle, I open up and I created something that is I never done before. We have opened up lifetime support and lifetime access to lots of our software. I never done that before. I secured that with my peers and colleagues, and this is gonna be awesome. That way, it restricted me, where it takes me out the restriction of providing, you know, a limited information, and every year having you to go and renew the licensing or whatnot or updates. Now it's just lifetime. That's it. We're done, and you're gonna learn, and you're gonna keep whatever you have, just as long as you're deciding to pursue with this career or information, which is gonna be awesome. All right. Now, let me share with you some of the things and the reason why I say this is not for everybody. All of this that I'm going to share with you are people from the inner circle. Obviously, I blur most of the things because most of the things are when they open up personally, and I don't feel comfortable sharing with those. Although they're positive, it's pretty personal. But plain and simple, I just received, you see here, reference of inner circle. Got into all 3 recommender 4 side effects trades approximately 5:30 GMT. I was out on the euro in a couple of hours of approximately 50 pip profits. And he explained pretty much how he laid it out. It's only a micro lot, and you know, whatever. But the point is that this is the amount of points that you know, students are being able to do by themselves. That's what's important for you to see from our standpoint. I mean, we're teaching you how to fish for life, right? So I'm trying to pay it forward in that terms. I'm loving this, Carlos. Any insight would be greatly appreciated. This is some information he's requesting. All right, so that's what I need you to take a look at. This is what I need you to see. Here's another one. As most people know, trying to find out trustworthy and reliable trading coach mentor is not easy. I'm sure you can understand that I was skeptical. Now, this is from my trading mission service. All right, take a look at this. Your 3-day complimentary live trading session convinced me to give you a chance, especially since your monthly price is so reasonable and it paid for itself within the first trade. Keep up the awesome trading. Now, take a look at this. Do you offer any educational program which it could trade on? I could trade on my own on various markets such as forex, equity, and options. That's what Inner Circle is all about, guys. Teaching you to apply one methodology, any equity, any type of market out there. That's what's going to take you apart on this level. Now, take a look at this. I don't just. Listen, the important thing, absolutely fantastic, perfect help. I provide ongoing help. I just blur a couple of things based on the course itself, but I just mentioned here the most important thing, especially Elliott Wave video. I thought I only take a brief look at those. Reference the zone. I had already noticed that when there is a confluence on the levels, it's more guarantee a reversal. See how powerful? They started to understand and find out by themselves when the powerful guarantee reversal happens. This is the type of thing you're going to be learning. My method of learning is not to worry about trading, but to draw the zones, and I'm going to leave that there for inner circles only, on various instruments. Gold, for example, and for e.g. example, New Zealand, and watch the price action through the day and see the reaction. It is taking some time for me to accept that finally I can wait for a setup and than rather chasing sudden move. You see, it's starting to realize that once you have the information in your side, you are in control, not your emotions. This is what's awesome about this stuff. Just do whatever it is. All right, leave that to the inner circle and place the synergy zone and set up a pivot step. Did one today and the mid Eastern stand when they were both running up, and guess what? They pulled back for at least 20 pips. This is a totally new experience year after years of chasing lagging indicator, which looks so good in hindsight but never work in real life, in real time. In the many systems I have purchased, everything is clear in your videos. Many thanks for the first class service. Just happened to see your email when I woke up in the night, couldn't wait. So there you go, guys. Here's another one, totally new to this experience. That what I'm teaching has not been taught out there. After years of chasing lagging indicators, stop the nonsense. Stop the nonsense. Start learning something that is applied on any market. It will never ever go out of date. It is self-adjusting methodology. Whatever the market does, you will know how to predict the market with it. Here's another one. Carlos, profits are starting to build at now as I start to understand the synergy zone and the zones. Yesterday 75 points, today 84 points. This is based on oil. I blurred that out. By the way, I keep watching the videos really religiously, and in case I miss something, okay? So it's only been 2 days that I made this hefty trade, so I'm hoping to keep it up, but I'll still let you know. Guys, 2 days after completing pretty much most of the important part of the training, amazing results, okay? I have read a lot of testimony, yet never wrote one because I feel that they are always part of the controversial marketing. However, utilizing the inner circle and the daily trade room, this is what they got. This person actually wrote out this testimony. I'm going to go to the most important thing that I found in here. You can pause the video and read it if you want to, but to experience those levels and zones being hit by price action, it's priceless. What is even more astonishing is if Carlos goes backwards within the charting over the last week or so to explain and show you something that has happened. Wow, just look how price action bounced between those zones that had been laid on the chart as he scrolled backwards and forth. You see, this is the power. Once again, it's a self-adjusting system that repeats itself based on price action activity and history. Once you start realizing this, nothing can stop you. Personally, my journey has begun, but I can tell you I have learned and discovered for more about the markets, oil, trading, ES, charting, and learning to chart them, time, and moreover myself. So this is another great testimonial. Here's one from Murali. He actually sent out his live trade setup. I'm really impressed the way you're patiently coaching average students like me. What I learned is that one trading system is enough, which is suitable for me to make money, and I should predict with myself, not rely on some indicators in order to gain confidence and satisfaction in trades. I'm really happy with the synergy zone working for me. The proof is on the attachment. If I go to the attachment, you notice predicted target hit, all the greens. Take a look at that. Just pause the video, make your assumptions right there, and based on all the profits that we see here, we only see 1, 2, 3, 4 losses out of the remaining. And this is coming from the student itself. You see, I'm eagerly waiting to get feedback. All the new as usual, but what he said, okay, really happy with the synergy zone working for me. The proof is in the attachment, a real money trade. All right, next one. This is from Sean Swiley. In 3 weeks' time, I accomplished 2 of my goals I had for myself since 2008. All right, I've been working for 5 years, learned to trade with negligible results. And upon coming onto your training, in my email, I took the notes. Okay, 1. These are the accomplished goals. 1 week with positive gains, and number 2, end the month with a positive gains. That's awesome. I believe I can succeed with your training. This is my main reason for joining your inner circle training. This is personal stuff, so I had to let it out. Thank you for all the time and effort you have devoted to helping others improve and become better traders. Guys, once you invest in the inner circle, this is for life. I don't play around with people. I don't play around with my reputation. This is for the long haul. That's the reason I only need real qualified, real traders that wants to join in. Here's another one from Krister. I apply your strategy in GU today with the pivot step sell. Leave that out. For target pricing, worked very well, but I took target price too early at target price 1 with 30 pips. That's awesome, isn't it? Thanks for your qualified strategy and support. Let's see another one. This is quite a long one from Andy. Having subscribed to your service 6 months ago, determined that I will learn new profitable skill. I'm happy to notify that last week I finally felt confident that the learning was hitting home. I made this amount of money over 5 currency pairs. You see, he took what? This is a member from not only the 4-side effect, but also from the, if I'm not mistaken, from the trading mission, and applied it on the currency pairs. He made 1,200 over euros or pounds. I'm sorry. Over 5 currency pairs, 3 days, only occurring 2 losses. It was thrilling setting up the respective trades, having studied the price action, following all the steps, and getting the desired results. I felt that today was a day that not to trade and to simply observe from the sidelines. See this, guys? he already was gating what I was just explaining to you, learning when to stay out. I was glad that I did, as tomorrow is an old trade. I will again be watching where the market is headed from the sidelines, comfortable in the knowledge that in time it will again present more opportunities. No sweat, anxiety, nor pressure. Isn't this awesome, guys? You see this? I love this testimonial. You see, they're not learning how to trade. They're learning how to become a professional trader, all right? Learning and starting to gain the feel of the market. This is what I'm trying to imply with you. How much you put the value into that, which is for the rest of your life on any market. He traded 5 currencies. All right, so this is the important thing. Follow your advice. For a few months ago, I joined the inner circle. The training videos are fantastic. I'm now confident in the knowledge that in time I will be able to secure a comfortable second income for myself and my family through sound methodology. I want to thank you for your no nonsense, honest and transparent approach, and for making this knowledge available. So this is what's actually, you know, put me in perspective of continue on and learning this. Now, this is I believe this. All right. I sent you a couple of emails to tradingmission.com. That's my other business. I hope this email finds you. Please find the attachment of screenshot of my monthly statement. I think you guys are going to be interested in this one. He actually gave me the permission to use it. Previous months, I have switched from a swing trading strategy to smaller time frame. You see, he started to understand where is it that he was just failing. Because I'm limited on capital and just took too much of my time to trade. Nevertheless, I have backtested the methodology on a small time frames, made a solid trading plan. One of the first things that we teach in Inner Circle, with a checklist, another thing we teach in this Inner Circle, and try to trade emotionlessly. This is a key. Can you trade right now emotionlessly? Do you know what to do when you feel so confident about the methodology that your emotions are not in control? You are in control. To do that, you need to create a checklist, and to do that, you need to create a solid trading plan. We teach all of that. I'm so incredibly proud about Joseph writing this email, because he went by the tick doing that. Let's just check his result in a moment. Personally, I'm very proud of myself because I feel like I finally put all the pieces together. Greatly, generally speaking, if you would like, you can use a screenshot review, since he's giving me permission. Today I lost 110. Nothing is great, but let's see. And this is the result. He's trading mostly currency pairs, and he made $1,109 so far in the span of a month. Not bad at all. Isn't this awesome or what? All right. So here's another one. I was out for the euro in a couple of hours for I think it's the same one. All right, guys. So that's it. This is pretty much what I wanted to share with you. So I hope you see the value of it. Just check the video below. If this is for you, this is the opportunity. Once again, I want to work only with real traders who wants to excel into their career, looking to make a career out of trading, looking to just better the odds from what you're doing right now, and plain and simple become real honest trader, something that actually applies to any market whatsoever. And it's something that once you learned it, is never going away, because what you're going to be taught is actually based on self-adjusting price action movement, which is the most powerful methodology ever. Nothing changes. I've been doing this for 20 years. Professionally, actually about 13 years now, and for the last 6 years straight, we're going to go into 4 side effects, same methodology, same applied. We're growing stronger, and our latest service, Trading Mission, it's been going positive for 11 months straight. That's amazing. We are applying the exact same methodology. How much value you put to that, that's up to you. Look back in your time. How much time have you spent in front of your computer? Are you still successful on your trading? Do you look yourself looking for buying any other indicator, trying to figure out what's going on? Did you find yourself lost every time that you do an analysis, get into a trade and start losing, and then immediately second guess the decision that you made? If you're in any one of those places or situation, as we speak right now, stop throwing your time and money away and consider the Inner Circle because this is the only thing that you will need in actually to actually excel in your trading, and I guarantee that it will make you an incredible trader. All right, guys, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in the next forecast video. If you got any questions, just let us know. And through the process of the week, I will try to answer any questions about the Inner Circle, and hope to see you inside as one of our members of the Inner Circle coaching program. This is Carlos Diaz, and I'll see you in the next video.